Trump derangement syndrome is not real, folks. It is a made-up term. It is perfectly possible to be a Republican, a supporter of Trump, and also criticize the administration and the man when he screws up. Everybody screws up. I screw up. So do you. Can we just pretend like a human being is not a paragon? This ain't a video game. This ain't a movie. This ain't a book. We're talking about human beings here. They make mistakes. Sometimes people are selfish, self-serving, aloof, uninformed, even malicious at times. Some of us more than others. If we can't criticize our leaders, then we don't have leaders. We have rulers. That's a problem. And this tone policing within the conservative wing and Republican GOP, throwing this term of TDS around. Somebody will have to remind me here, but I'm pretty sure there was an analogous term that floated around during the Biden administration, and probably during the Obama and the Bush and the Clinton administrations before that. Maybe this is a new thing. We just create a term, like conspiracy theorist. Now, everything that falls under that umbrella, which we put under that umbrella, is invalidated. A lot of the complaints that I have levied against Donald Trump and his administration has been because he's broken promises, things that he has openly stated himself that he was going to do. I don't know what to think about any of this anymore. Is the guy controlled? Extorted? Blackmailed? Is something going on under the hood? Is he going through old man-itis? Dementia? Something? I don't know. But there's something going on. Maybe it's just a case of being split in too many different directions, unable to focus on a singular issue to the point of the completion, finding a solution. Again, don't know. This could be, as some GOP pundits have put it, an issue of messaging. Whatever the case is, I'm not going to shut up about it. There's a growing number of people who are unhappy with the way things are turning out. 11 months going on 12 into the second Trump administration. I already knew that things were not going to get fixed in the first year. But the groundwork that's been laid does not look like a good, sound strategy for fixing Americans and helping the average American person. I'm starting to see things through the Democrats' lens a little clear, and I don't like it. So I do understand the TDS label. I understand it because, unfortunately, the cumulative actions of the Trump administration has made me look, unfortunately, back at the stuff that the Democrats have said about the Trump administration, which before were unfounded and now are, they seem a lot more grounded in reality than I'm comfortable with. The dictator stuff, only caring about the rich, only passing policies that help people who already have assets. And I get that that's a voting bloc with a lot of power and influence, and you do have to appease them to a certain extent. But you got to remember there's more of us than there are of them, and that's going to start producing problems. It already is now. We're seeing the cracks in the facade of our civilized world. And if those cracks aren't patched, it's going to turn into an uncivilized world. And I don't want to see that either. The primary reason that I don't think this administration is serious about fixing things is because they have refused to address the money issue. And I've seen and heard no meaningful rhetoric or plans on fixing our broken money system. In fact, Donald Trump often lauds just how strong and powerful our money is, the best currency ever. If you have access to credit instruments, yes. A lot of people are just tapped out on that, and that's not wealth. Debt servitude is not wealth. What's the answer to the affordability crisis when it comes to renting and owning a home? 50-year mortgages. Car market's blowing up. Well, people can't afford cars, new or used, anymore. Largest number of repossessions in decades. 15-year auto loan. Best I can do. It's great. You're going to lease a car that's with a 15-year ticket. That car, you'd be lucky if it lasts you 5 years if you maintain it regularly. Especially these newer ones, which are basically disposable junk, just like our houses. There's another laugh. You're going to pay a 50-year mortgage. At the exact moment that the mortgage is finished paying off, get paid off, the roof falls in on you right before you die of old age. We're talking, if you got the mortgage when you were 0 years old, you wouldn't have it paid off till you're 50. What is that? Come on. I know you can pay it off sooner. I know you can refinance. It's not always an option, though. The market doesn't always get better, as we have seen. If TDS is holding politicians accountable for their actions and the outcomes of those actions, then I guess I have it. Maybe you do too. I don't think I've ever played with kid gloves when it comes to this, though. So if I had TDS, I had it long before Trump was ever running for public office. Can we just stop with this terminology, word game crap, and just use plain language to describe things? I think we might have more productive conversations if we proceed in that manner. America's got problems. One of those problems is we can't have honest conversations with each other anymore. There's a wedge. There's always a wedge being placed between us. For what reason? Who benefits from that when we bicker over stuff like this? When we place the individual on a pedestal and worship them? That's not healthy. Parasocial codependency is not healthy adult behavior. A lot of these shill accounts are coming out. All the opinions in favor of Orange Man over on the social media websites. It's come out with the origin thing on X. A good chunk of these accounts are coming out of India, Pakistan, Mogadishu. And come on. Paid accounts too. Because people like hearing what they agree with. So all the easier to monetize, my pretty. ChatGPT, Grok. Just use that to whip up some rage farming and rah-rah Trump train crap. It's probably happening on the left too. I don't see it because my algorithm's not tuned to it, but I'm willing to bet that's happening on the Democrat side as well. Welcome to Texas, bonk. I'm done. What else do I say?
If you go with the recurring donation, where's that money going to go? Criticism she is getting from both sides of the political aisle. Here's former City Council Minority Leader Joe Borelli, who says a campaign is not supposed to be a pass-through for charitable work. What if she raised enough money for 1 million turkeys? Would she buy 1 million turkeys, or would she keep $990,000 for her campaign and then throw the rest of the turkeys at the back of the truck and take a photo op? And this from Councilman Robert Holden, Democrat from